Thank you, Daniela. I am Roberto Micera, and like said Daniela, I teach strategic management and territorial marketing at the University of Basilicata. My first and current, diciamo, my first research interest is linked to the destination management and
Evet, şey oluyor, disconnect oluyor.
okay. About destination management and tourism management in general. Today, we speak about the environmental management in tourism. This is the name of the module 2. I decided to structure this module in 3 parts. In the first part, we speak about the principle of the sustainability in tourism and what kind of guidelines we can follow to apply the sustainability management of tourism firm. The second part is linked specifically to the hotel management and what are the impact of green management on the function of hotel management, in particular on the marketing, strategic marketing and marketing mix of the firm. And the third part is more operative, like, because we will see some aspects that we can follow to reduce the pollution and also to apply aspects that are linked to the sustainability in the hotel. If you want to stop me, so to give me some question, are you free normally? If you want, I hope to have time to submit you some case studies and discuss with you some case studies about the green economy. The first aspect, I try to share the presentation, sorry. Okay. Do you see the presentation? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Try
Thank you.
to change the slide because
yes. Oh, because but I don't use the live, but I use normally. Okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you. Thank you. Then. The first aspect is is to understand better what is the sustainability in tourism and in which way a destination decide to invest on tourism or not invest in it. We can say that tourism generates a sum of effects, negative effects and positive effect. If we see the positive effect, we have the we can say that the tourism creates income and wealth, generates employment, and activates other production. And also some economic sector. At the same time, in this aspect, we can say the first impact and positive impact is linked to the economic aspect, like employment, other economic sector, because tourism is a transversal sector, like in the whole economy. And at the same time, tourism could also improve quality of life, prevents the population of the area, and also contribute to be better the marginalized area. At the same time, tourism could contribute to the to make beautiful the other area, and also recovers and enhances local culture and tradition. And finally, tourism could open also to opportunities for the exchange or for the new relation in the society. In the other hand, we can say that the tourism generates also negative effect, like the externalities, speculative activities. If you think what happened in the area that are in the area in which we have many flows, many touristic flows. We can say that the price of the room or the price of the build are very high. This is a phenomena linked to the over tourism, but linked also to the gentrification. At the same time, the tourism could also disrupt the internal balance in the community, and also to consume the land, natural resources, generates pollution, and also to create a condition to museification of other destination or specific site in the destination. When we decide to invest in tourism, means that the positive effects are high and are measured than the negative effect. So to invest in tourism and also guarantee the sustainable development for tourism, for us it's important to guarantee the trade-off between a positive effect and negative effect. If we want to explain each of these trade-off, we can say that we need to manage the trade-off between conservation and atropization of the landscape, the trade-off between workers' rights and reduction of labor cost, the trade-off between improving quality of life, energy consumption, and global warming, and also guarantee the trade-off and manage the trade-off between income growth for the local population, local people, and investor country. For this reason, we often speak about the revision of traditional development models that are based only on the attraction of touristic flow and the focus on the new paradigm that is the paradigm of sustainability. If we want to focus our attention about on the contributing factor to the pandemic, we see that one more of these aspects that are contributed to the pandemic, to the COVID pandemic, is also.
Excuse me, Roberto, I don't want to disturb you, but there are some questions in the chat. I don't know if you are not able to raise hand and for the question. I asked to Carla Rubino, but asked what do you mean by trade-off in this context?
Okay. If you, I suggest to have many to do the question at the final and at the end. Sorry, at the end. But okay, for this trade-off.
Okay, Roberto, we collect all the questions and you can answer during the first.
Okay,
great.
I answer to Carla. Okay, Carla, trade-off means if we can consider at the same time the positive and the negative effect, and to try to manage these aspects that are that are verified together when we decide to invest in tourism, and to try to optimize these two aspects, because if I have tourism, I cannot have the if you consider conservation and anthropization, or I can guarantee the workers' right, but at the same time I also consider the reduction of labor cost. I can consider the improving that the tourism could contribute to improve the quality of life, but at the same time, if I invest in tourism, I can also manage that energy could be consumption better, and also I can also manage the global warming that is an effect of the investment in tourism. I don't know if I answer to your question.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. I speak about the contribute factor to the pandemic to see also that for me this is a slide more reflexive, because if we consider that the rapid growth of the world population, the urbanization of a population density, the development of international mobility, and also highly industrialized food production.
I think you mute the wrong person. You're muted.
Okay. Okay, now?
Sì.
Okay, thank you. You can see this, the slide? Yes? Could you see the slide?
Sì, Roberto.
Okay, thank you. Because I don't see you. I don't know why. At the same time, if we consider these contribute factors to the pandemics, we can say also that the tourism is one of the factors that contribute to the pandemic. And at the same time, tourism is also one of the first sector that are catched to the pandemic. For this reason, when we speak about the sustainable tourism, for me, I think that now sustainable tourism is the first way that we can see to burn or to increase the new tourism. If we consider also another aspect that is on a step, on a followed step about the sustainability of tourism, we can see we can also consider the concept of the responsibility in tourism. The International Ecotourism Society said us that responsible travel to natural areas that conserve the environment, sustains the well-being of the local people, and involves interpretation and its education training. Tourism, according to UNWTO, that takes full account of current and future economic, social, and environmental impact that are the three pillars of the sustainability, without forgetting the needs of visitors. After the COVID, often we can rethink all, consider the people at center, the person at center. And in the case of tourism, we can rethink all, consider the visitor at the center. But we can also consider at the same time that supply can need to rethink with the visitor at the center, and also consider the needs of the environment and also the host communities that are important. I don't know if you say, sorry, I wanted to try to see you during the presentation because I don't know why I cannot see you. I try to share in another way. Okay. No. Mm. Mm. Okay. So, sorry. Okay. So for this reason, we need to consider the buy local, respect local culture, save energy, and protect also heritage. In the we have in the last years we have many documents that that speak about tourism, sustainable tourism. I think that this tourism for sustainable development goals platform is one of the better that explain very well the impact of tourism on the 17 goals of Agenda 2030. The first, if we consider the first goals, to no poverty, tourism is considered like one of the economic sector that could contribute to the growth and to the develop of the economy in general, and could also create provide income and also create job creation. Create jobs, sorry. In the second, if we consider the second goals, zero Uyghur, tourism can support sustainable agriculture by promoting the production and suppliers to hotel and also sales of local product to tourists. If you consider in the last year the increased importance of the food in the tourism, food and beverage tourism, like enogastronomy, and tourism is linked to the enogastronomy. We can say better the second goals. The third goal is linked to the good health and well-being. In fact, if we consider the tax income generated from tourism, this tax could be reinvested in the healthcare and also services, improving maternal health, reduce child mortality, and preventing other diseases. For the 4 SDG, quality education, tourism has the potential to promote inclusiveness, to and also diffuse and disseminate education for all people. If you consider and regards the 5 SDG, gender equality, tourism can empower women, specifically through the provision of direct job and income generation from small and medium enterprise in tourism and hospitality. At the same time, if we consider the 6 goals, clean water and sanitation, tourism invest requirement for providing utilities can play a critical role in achieving water access and security, but also hygiene and sanitation for all. If you regards the 7 goals, affordable and clean energy, tourism is considered an energy intensive sector, and can accelerate the shift towards increased renewable energy and also global energy mix. Regards the 8 goals, decent work and economic growth, tourism as services trade is one of the top 4 export earners globally, and provide 1 in 10 jobs worldwide. If you continue with the other goals, industry, innovation, and infrastructure, tourism development relies on good public and private infrastructure, reduce inequalities. In fact, tourism has a good power tool for reduce inequalities if it engages local population and also the key stakeholder of the destination. At the same time, we consider sustainable cities and communities. Tourism can, in fact, can advance urban infrastructure and accessibility, promote regeneration and preserve cultural and natural heritage assets on which tourism depends. Tourism could be also contribute to the responsible consumption and production. Tourism, in fact, could adopt sustainable consumption and production. And we can say also that in our approach on the management, in tourism management, the supply has a role to educate also the people, the visitor, the tourist, in the respect of the sustainable consumption and so on. As for linked to the 13 climate action, tourism contributes and also affect climate change. For this reason, tourism stakeholders should play a leading role in a global response to climate change. Regards the 14 goals, tourism is linked also to the coastal and maritime ecosystem to guarantee and also cover these resources. Regards to life on land, tourism guarantee also the biodiversity and the natural heritage. Regards the 16 peace and justice, tourism could also contribute to the peace and also to disseminate the justice in all societies. And finally, if we consider a partnership for the goals, it's better understand that now tourism could be developed only if we can guarantee the the relationship, the partnership among stakeholders at all level, international, national, regional, and local, and in particular private and public partnership. Probably in Europe countries in particular, but also in countries in which we have many resources and all resources that are needed to the development tourism are controlled by one of the stakeholders or each stakeholder or private or public. It became fundamental, important to guarantee the private and the public partnership. So this instrument, these for me it's important to introduce the concept of sustainability in tourism. That is also named the triangle of sustainability in tourism. In this triangle, we can say the three pillars of sustainability: economic, social, and ecological. If we try to apply the concept of the economic, social, and ecological on tourism, we can also see many bullets that are linked to the sustainable development in tourism. The first aspect is economic sustainability. Economic sustainability in tourism could be guaranteed if you consider that revenues from sales of tourism products and services and the tourist spending, supplementary income for resident population or for resident people through the provision of the tourism services or in related sector, development of tourism supply chain, job creation, increase the value of real estate, and also increase the value of the land, of the destination, of the territory, attraction of investment and new capital, and also generation tax revenue that could be also to reinvest to be better the land or all sector in other time. So if we consider the concept of social sustainability, tourism degree of acceptance that resident population. It's important that tourism sector could be understand like a good sector to increase the richness of the population. For this reason, it's important that this sector could be accepted. Degrees also of this distance between local lifestyle, culture, and the value system of the tourism, or between tourists and and the local people. Degree of openness to contact with the other culture. Change in social relationship within the territory of destination, change in the professional activities of the resident population, and consequently in the role and responsibility within the local community. Change in the anthropogenic load and also effect on the mobility, livability in the area. Changes in the urban and the architectural style, quality of life for the local population and as a result of tourism, quality of working condition for the local population as a result of tourists. And finally, we can consider the third pillars like ecological sustainability, like landscape modification, consumption of or deterioration of natural resources, water and energy consumption, pollution and waste production, and also effect on the flora, fauna, biodiversity, effect on global warming in general. If we analyzed the tourism impacts, we can also see that we have 3 steps. The first step is linked to the economic effect. And these depend on the number, like flows and also costs of tourists. The second aspect, when we after the second impact is ecological, probably a high number of flows could have an impact on the environmental aspects and an ecological impact. And this is the second step. And the third step is the link to the community. Now we have many cases of over tourism that generate many problems to the community, because these aspects could not be managed very well by policymaker, but at the same time also the destination manager in the area. Another document that are considered that is important to understand the context in which our firms are operate is the Brundtland report. In this report, we considered that tourism activities are sustainable when they are developed in such a way that they remain viable in a tourist area for an unlimited period of time. These activities do not alter and modify the environment, like natural, social, and artistic aspect, and do not hinder or inhibit the development of the other social and economic activities. So the agenda 21 could use this definition of the report, Brundtland report, to identify 6 elements that are needed to guarantee sustainability in tourism. The first say that travel and tourism must be geared towards achieving a healthy, active life in harmony with the nature. Travel and tourism, the second, travel and tourism must contribute to the maintenance, protection, and restoration of the ecosystem. The third is say that travel and tourism must be based on the sustainable form of the production and consumption. In the fourth, we can see that tourism states must cooperate. Tourism state and the tourism destination must cooperate in the development of an open economic system in which international trade in travel and tourism services is based and on sustainability criteria. Fifth is say that travel, tourism, peace, development, and environmental protection are interdependent. And finally, we say that the trade protectionism in travel and tourism services must be eliminated or limited, because often protectionism could not guarantee the adequate valorization of the tourism resources. It's important to protect, but it's important also to valorize. If you consider the other point of the Agenda 21, we say that the environmental protection must be an integral part of tourism development process. Issues related to tourism development must be addressed with the active participation of the citizens involved, taking into account the local dimension in planning activities. States must inform each other in the event or natural disaster that may cause damage to tourist or other tourist area. Travel and tourism must be organized in a way that their capacity that is important to increase their capacity to create employment, especially for women and the local population, local people. Tourism development must recognize that respect the identity, culture, and interest of the local population, and the travel and tourism industry must commit to complying with international legislation or the environmental protection. Are you question at this time, this moment? Sorry, I don't see you. Have you question? No? Okay. This is Tiziana. Tiziana said a good question that I would answer to this question for in the next in the second part, because the problem of ethics is very important if we consider the concept of ethics of form. Because if you consider that if you want to, you can also to open the microphone, okay? Because I think that we have an ethics for the firm, and naturally these ethics became and means that the firm are sustainable. But the problem is that if we want to understand, to think that to the concept of the ethics of the firm, we need also to consider the ethics of all people are in the firm, that manage in the firm. Carla, okay. Carla, I don't know if Tiziana, what do you think about this aspect? If you want to open the microphone for me, no problem.
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, yes, I heard you.
In my opinion, tourism takes in consideration ethical principles, because when you take into account the needs of the local parties, the tourists, you are making, you are creating a project considering all the needs involved, and then you can make a decision based also on ethical principles, not the interest of the few, you know.
Okay, Tiziana, if the problem is that now we explain about the different documents to understand what are the main principles that we can absorb in our firm to understand very well the sustainability, the term, the concept of sustainability. But at the same time, I think that the problem of ethics is linked to the moral, to the internal aspect. So I'm convinced that there is an ethical of firm, but ethical of firm is the result of the ethic of each people, each persons that are in the firm. Manager, employees, and all people that are in this firm. This is the ethics of the firm is the results of the sum of these ethic aspect, and probably it's difficult to have a guidelines to be ethic. Okay, the problem in the firm, if we consider the firm, but after we see these aspects, because we speak about the social success of theory. We see the question is, but the ethics of the firm pay, and probably the answer the answer of this question is linked to the temporal at the time. If you consider to be sustainable or sustainable, if you want to be sustainable now, probably we can invest, and we need to sustain many costs and see very few to the profit. Okay, but in a long time, this is true in the few period, but in the long time, in the long term, we can also to have the new earn, the new revenue that are generated by my ethical behavior. I don't know if for you is that same time. Carla, have you answered? Have you sorry question? Have you question?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Carla, have you question?
No, thanks. I don't have questions, but this was a great question, and I am still thinking of what you've just said. Actually, ethics and sustainability aren't the same things at all.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
I mean, an organization can be ethical but not sustainable, and an organization can be sustainable but not ethical.
I think that don't exist. Probably.
Yeah. Maybe not.
Okay. Okay, I restart again. So the concept of sustainability is also considered by World Tourism Organization. In fact, these entities sustain that say that sustainable tourism development is a form of development aimed at ensuring a good quality of life for the local community, visitor satisfaction, and responsible use of the area's environmental and social resources, pursuing the goal of harmonious coordination between all public and private stakeholders involved in the tourism industry or interested in how tourism is managed and promoted. The World Commission on the environmental development say that a change process whereby the exploitation of resources, the direction of investment, the orientation of the technological development and institutional change are made consistent with the future as well as current needs. And for this reason, we can say the positive effect that we see in the first part of the lesson and the negative. And when we speak about the trade-off, okay, for us it's important that if we want, I want to invest in tourism. The positive effect it generate hard at least equal or measure to the negative effect, and only in this way it's possible to avoid the jeopardizing broader local development policy. So we have many elements to quantify the sustainable development in tourism. We can say the economic, environmental, social, and we also add another aspect that we named institutional. When we speak about the economic elements, these economic elements are linked to the ability to generate on a lasting income and employment for livelihood of population. Environmental, if we consider the ability to maintain the quality and reproducibility of natural resources over time. Social, linked to the ability to guarantee condition of human well-being, distributed equitability across social state or age groups and genders, and institutional, like 4 pillars, as the ability to ensure a condition of stability, democracy, participation, and justice. If we consider the sustainable development goals according to UN and WTO, we can guarantee some aspects that are linked to the sustainable development in tourism. Visitor satisfaction became to offer visitors safe, satisfying, and rewarding experience without any discrimination based on gender, race, or disability. Local control means to stimulate and to empower local communities so that they can make decision and manage the future of tourism development in collaboration with all stakeholders. Community well-being means to maintain and save the quality of life of local communities, including social structure and access to resources, attraction and personal services, avoiding all form of social degradation, exploitation, cultural wealth, to respect the historical heritage, authentic cultural tradition, and distinctiveness of local host communities. Physical integrity means to maintain and to enhance the quality of the landscape, urban or rural. Avoiding physical and visual degradation of the environment, biodiversity to support the conservation of the natural areas, habitats, and wildlife, minimizing any damage caused to them, resource efficiency. It's important to guarantee this aspect to minimize the use of scarce and non-renewable resources in development of tourism service and activities. Environmental parity means to minimize air, water, and land pollution and waste generation by tourism, business, and visitors. And this is the many goals that are suggested by UNWTO. An important aspect that needs to consider when we speaking about the sustainable development is linked to the topic of think globally and act locally. What do you mean? What do you think about this aspect? Why this principle, according you, is linked to the sustainable development? Carla or Tiziana?
You mean these three principles or one of
the three? What do you think about the principle? Why think globally, act locally is linked to the principle of the sustainability in tourism? I don't see your name.
In my opinion, it looks like a process approach. It's like you try to see the project from the upper part and the lower part, and then to try to integrate. Globally and locally, because you have local factors, but you have also international global factors.
This became that if you want to guarantee the sustainability, it's important to consider that in one hand, we need to have an approach a globally approach to sell our tourism product or tourism firm. But at the same time, it needed to also to guarantee the valorization of local resources, because probably the local resources are the main resources, the strategic resources that could guarantee also another aspect that are linked to sustainability, that is the competitiveness of the destination or of the firm, the tourism firm. For this reason, we can say that sustainability is an integrated process that brings together different situations to localize, contextualize, and globalize at the same time. The principles of subsidiarity and partnership are tools for integration, interaction between bottom-up and top-down process, acting as a facilitator of development, the development facilitators. To appreciate also the diversity and the value of diversity in all its form. It's important to guarantee, to increase, and also emphasize the biological, institutional, economic, and human aspects, and use these aspects to catalyze or to attract innovation for sustainable development. And finally, also to support equity in access to resources and environmental quality for all, and also to guarantee the quality of life for the future generation. This is another aspect that are very important to speak about sustainable development in tourism. So, if you consider the other principles to follow for sustainable development, it's important to improving the quality of life of individuals and the communities, understood as the interviewing and environmental quality, economic condition, and social well-being. Promoting efficient production and consumption, understood as reducing environmental costs and enhancing related economic benefits. To strengthen local competitiveness, understood as innovative capacity, which invests in natural and social capital, enhancing local resources. And to develop local governance and empowerment. For instance, awareness of sustainability issue on the part of the local governments and communities, and promote the capacity for dialogue, management, and responsibility taking. Before we speak about the COVID pandemic, after the COVID pandemic, to restart tourism, UNWTO elaborated the guidelines to restart, the global guidelines to restart tourism. These documents that you have on the UNWTO website give many information to restart. The secretary of UNWTO said that these guidelines provide both governments and business with a comprehensive set of measures designed to help them reopen tourism safely, seamlessly, and responsibility. They are the product of the enhanced cooperation that has characterized by tourism response to these shared changes, drawing on knowledge and input from across the public and private sector and from various United Nations agencies as part of the broader response. In these guidelines, we have two important pillars. In one hand, we have the innovation, in the other hand, we have the sustainability. All action are based on these two pillars. In the document, you have the priorities, but at the same time also the tourism guidelines. If you see the priorities, you see the priorities in the short term and the long term. Now, obviously, it's for us. It's important to see the priorities in the long term, because if you consider provide liquidity and protect the job, this is this is a priority that are that now it's not actually recover confidence through the safety and security. But I think that it's more important if you consider the public and private collaboration for an efficient reopening, and this is also now is these priorities now it's also valid now for the new tourism process and new tourism for the foundation of the new tourism. If you consider that open borders with responsibility, it's important. Harmonize and coordinate protocols and procedures, added value job through the new technology, and innovation and sustainability as a new normal. This is the key of this whole process, because innovation and sustainability are considered the two faces of the same the same aspects. And it's very important to see also in operative way these priorities are translated in the tourism guidelines. And so we can say that we have many guidelines for a document for the safe and seamless border management, a document dedicated of private sector. Another document is dedicated to safe of air travel. The fourth modern document is dedicated to the hospitality. We have also another document dedicated to the tour operators and the travel agent, meeting and events, attraction and thematic parks, and destination planning and management. All these documents say many suggestions for specific categories of tourism firms to become innovative and sustainable. And all suggestions are characterized for the specific sector or tourism subsector, like hospitality, tour operator, meetings, attraction, destination planning, or hire company. Another documents in which we have some elements that are linked to the tourism, sustainable tourism, is the European Green Deal. This Green Deal, this plan is an investment plan, aims to achieve a zero impact for the European continent in the 2050. According to the UNWTO secretary, the tourism sector has an obligation to use its unique power to lead the response to climate change and ensure responsible growth. So I synthesize all aspects of this European Green Deal, like greater awareness among tourism, found alternative transport, find new destination to visit, and also rediscovery and discover the what we see, what we name the genius loci. Genius loci is the real identity of a destination that is linked to the material, but also the immaterial, intangible and intangible resources. If you consider a menu, or if you consider the way we can, which way we can do the pizza, okay? All these aspects are linked to the genius loci of the destination, okay? Tradition and also other aspects, intangible aspects that characterize the community of these destination. And finally, I would give you also the way to quantify and measure measure the sustainability in tourism. We have many ratio or index that we consider to guarantee the sustainability. This ratio, this index give us to the Weaver model, okay, and we can say analyze the each index. We can also try to measure the sustainability in a specific destination, or also for the farm. We have here I have 12 index. The first is the index for measuring the environmental sustainability of a public institution. This is the ratio between the area of the marine protected area and the total area of the area considered. Index for measuring the degree of environmental awareness of public institution is the ratio between the area of the protected land and also the total area of the area under consideration. We have also tourist waste index, a percentage of the waste produced by tourism out of the total. and considering resident population in the area, and also the total number of beds in the reference area. Tourism index based on the arrival in the area, the relationship ratio of arrivals to the total population, tourism index based on the visitor number in the area, ratio between the current and total population, index relating to the degree of the utilization of accommodation capacity, ratio between the number of visitors and accommodation capacity of the area, like number beds room and the bedroom for the days of the year, territorial density index of the tourism, ratio between total number of beds and the surface area of the territory, the potential infrastructure capacity index, ratio between the total number of beds available in the area and the total resident population, infrastructure capacity, ratio between the beds number actually occupied during the period and the total resident, employment rate of the population in tourism sector, ratio between the number of workers or employees in the tourism sector and the number of the employees in general, employment rate of the resident in the tourism sector, ratio between beds to inhabitants employed in the tourism sector, the contribution of the tourism sector to the determination of global development product, ratio between tourism global development product and global development product in general, index of preference for place of historical, artistic, cultural, and scenic interest, ratio between the number of registered visitors and the total number of arrivals. So it's more important to consider that to guarantee the sustainable tourism, we can consider three elements: the policy and supply-based perspective, the community-based perspective, and the demand-based perspective. Policymakers, policy and supply-based perspective includes policymakers, destination marketers, destination manager, operators, could be not enabled to effectively guide the destination marketing management policy, and more generally local development policy. This is a barrier to develop a sustainable tourism development in the area, in the destination. Another aspect that also could be an obstacle to development a tourism in a sustainable way are the community-based perspective. When we consider the difficulties faced by the local community in assuming a position and a role that facilitates their involvement and integration in decision-making process that guide tourism and regional planning. And finally, we have also the demand-based perspective. Critical issue with which to manage on the one hand, to understand and recognize the importance of the responsible tourism philosophy, and also the other hand, to adopt behaviors and practices that are consistent in line with it. So if we want to identify and synthesize the policy supply-based perspective of barriers. We have barriers that are linked to the stakeholder support, like lack commitment, low participation, poor long-term vision, or we have also the focus on economic aims or objectives, like the focus on the short term, the focus on the arrivals and overnights, marketing myopia. And also we consider also the integration with the policies, like the lack of an holistic vision that focuses on tourism, poor levels of coordination and integration, poor integration with other institutional level. If we continue on the policy and the supply-based perspective of barriers, we consider awareness, like a poor understanding and the concept of sustainable tourism development, the poor stakeholder engagement, low level of social cohesion. The coordination could be lack in the communication or power struggle between different sector services, or resources, like an inefficient or ineffective use of the resources, a modest marketing budget, ambiguity, like poor vision and awareness of objectives or aims, lack of clarity in the allocation of responsibility, or lack of the political will or opposition from other political parties or other stakeholders. If we consider the community-based perspective barriers, we have operational barriers, structural barriers, and cultural barriers. In the operational barriers, we consider the centralization of decision-making power, poor level of networking among stakeholders, lack of willingness to seek community participation, selfishness of local people, lack of knowledge, of the part of the citizen. The technological scientific self-ego of technocrats, people that are in the institution, poor interaction between technocrats and the local community, poor local expertise, insufficient or not sufficient financial resources, decision-making elite in the structural barrier, and cultural barrier, uneven distribution of benefit of tourism, poor knowledge of industry dynamics among local people, low involvement in tourism business, apathy and feelings of alienation, poor social cultural capital, poor orientation towards entrepreneurship. And final, we consider also the domain-based perspective, internal barriers, external barriers. Internal barriers, lack of knowledge and awareness, socio-demographic characteristics or features of tourists, personality and values, failure to take responsibility. And in external barriers, we consider limited availability of sustainable tourism options, limited accessibility of sustainable tourism options, poor value for money of sustainable tourism option, and numerous also ethical and environmental certification. Have you question?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes. Okay. You are Carla. Okay.
Carla, yes.
Yes.
About community-based
Yes.
tourism systems.
Okay.
I was wondering if there is any example of existing community-based tourism systems.
I have many I have many oh yes I have many case or many cases of community-based perspective barriers but the problem is that now if you consider now we speak about the concept of sustainability, but and now we speak about this concept consider the destination and single firms. Okay, each firm or single firm in general, tour operator, travel agents, hotel. Okay, these principles are usability for all categories or players. Okay, if we consider the community-based policy, it's simply to and also the policy in general. Our focus is on the destination. So it's I don't know if for us is clear that now if you want to guarantee the sustainable development of the destination, it's needed to guarantee the involvement of the community, all community. Okay, if you want to start a sustainable development process for a destination, it need to apply a participative strategic plan. Okay, and in this plan, for it's important to use tools like Living Lab or brainstorming to use these tools to have some suggestion to guarantee the sustainable development in a destination. It's important to guarantee the participation of all community. When I speak about the community, I refer to the player of the tourism, or tourist player, tour operator, travel agent, hotel, but also the resident. Okay. In this way, we can guarantee the value for all stakeholders. Okay. For us, it's important to generate value for each stakeholder, and the value for an hotel is different of the value for a resident. Okay. For this reason, it's important to involve all community in the definition of tourism policy. I don't know if I answer of your question.
Yes, that was clear to me on a theoretical point of view. I agree. I personally agree.
No, it's very difficult. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to realize this in operative. Translate this in an operative way. But the problem is not focused only on the promotion of the destination, but it's important to focus on planning, destination planning, on the destination planning phase, and guarantee the involvement and participation of all community to define the vision of the destination, the strategy of development, and action. So only in this way we can guarantee the sustainable development, because the term sustainable is linked to the economic, social, and environmental. Okay. When we speak about the sustainability, we also to explain another concept that are linked to the sustainability concept. That is the competitiveness. For this reason, we have many studies that consider in the development of the destination a mixed method approach in which we consider sustainability and competitiveness, because it's important to guarantee the sustainability, a sustainable development of a destination or of a form of tourism, but at the same time it's important also to guarantee the competitiveness. If we focus on the tourism destination, a tourism destination is competitive when it's able to develop by offering its visitors tourism experiences that satisfy their needs more than competing destination could, while ensuring the protection of the area's natural and cultural resources and increasing the well-being of the local people. If you consider the keywords of this destination, this definition, we also see that in this definition we use many concepts that you see in the previous part of the lesson, in the first part of the lesson, like the protection of the area, natural and cultural resources, or well-being of the local people, and also the tourism experiences. That is another concept that is important. Sorry, we have a little mistakes. This. Okay. Okay. The sustainability and competitiveness are two concepts that could be considered also complementary. In fact, we see the tourism development models based on the sustainability and competitiveness. We can refer to we emphasize the role of stakeholders as active participants in development, like I see before to Carla. Tourism development models, in fact, based on the ultimate, the last goal of the attracting tourism flow, which in quantitative terms and also in qualitative terms. In quantitative, like arrivals and overnight stays, and also qualitative terms like type and profile of tourists attracted. And this aspect could respect can respect the destination's carrying capacity and allow for the preservation and enhancement of the area natural and social cultural resources. So while generating an economic impact that is sufficient to ensure the sustainability of the economic models of the territorial that we consider and we would to develop. In the four levels of the competitiveness, according to the World Economic Forum, are enabling environment, policies and conditions enabling tourism, infrastructure, natural and cultural resources. We have a real index that calculate, that consider, that measure the competitiveness of the destination. It's named Travel and Tourism Competitiveness Index. I think that these index are difficult to be measured, but it's important to analyze and to consider in our reflection what are the levers that are considered. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. If we consider the enabling environment, this covers the general condition necessary to operate in a given country, like business environment, security and safety, health and hygiene. Sorry. Human resources and the labor market, attitude towards ICT. When we consider the policies and the condition enabling tourism, specific policies and strategic aspects that have a more direct impact on the sector, level of priority assigned to sector, international openness, price competitiveness, environmental sustainability, infrastructure availability and quality condition must guarantee the reception and mobility and travelers and tourists in the area. Natural and cultural resources that these represent the reason for traveling, the real reason, the motivation of traveling, a heritage that is linked to the nature, history, but also the ability to protect, preserve, and enhance this area. So often we speak about the period of crisis linked to the COVID pandemic. But we now we have we are in the post-crisis. In fact, for this reason, we used this model that explain in which way the tourism sector has been restarted. In fact, we consider the destination resilience capacity and open innovation paradigms, but now for us it's important to arrived in the transformational phases, in the transnational phases, the transitional phases, and go behind to sustainable tourism destination. We also consider other dimensions that are used to explain the concept of sustainable, and in particular when we consider the environmental sustainability. In fact, we have the ETIS, that is a tool to measure the environmental sustainability and the environmental sustainability dimension in tourism. And this ETIS is a management, information, and monitoring tool designed as a process to be formulated and conducted at the local level for the collection and analysis of data, with the overall aim of assessing the impact of tourism on a destination. And this tool contributes to improving the sustainable management of a destination. This tool is a multilateral approach, and gives a toolkit structured in two parts. Step-by-step guide to applying the system, and also the second part in which we have 43 main and supplementary indicators.
Alo Musa abi, merhaba.
Sorry?
İyiyim abi. Nereye gidiyorsun? Arabada mısın?
Sorry, I don't.
Çıkmışsınız
I don't
18
see
tam.
you.
Ya abi senden bir şey istedim, vermedin, göndermedin bana ya. Ya 2 dakika.
Okay. Your question. Sorry. Are you Camille? Camille. Okay.
No. That my question was earlier on.
Okay. Your question is how accurate is the competitive index? Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. The problem, the index is a synthesis of the four levels that we can see. The problem, I think, that it's not more important in which way we transform the qualitative aspect in the quantitative aspect, because I think that also if is accurate index is simply an index, and when we try to transform a qualitative index, a qualitative aspect in the quantitative aspect, we have many limits. Okay, but for me it's more important to focus on the four area, okay, and think each area to analyze, not in quantitative aspect, but in qualitative, in a to realize in a description of four aspects that are considered to calculate the index. Okay, because I think that the index, we have many index in the world. Competitiveness, well-being. So for this reason, this index could be used only to realize, to do a classification, but I think that for the destination, it's important to analyze in a descriptive way the four levers that we use to calculate the index, but not more important for the index. This is my opinion. Okay. If you want to deep this aspect, go on the website of the tourism and travel competitiveness index, and you see also the algorithm that are used to calculate. Okay, Amir.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay. So I say that ethics is important because this multilateral approach encourages destinations to form a stakeholder working group, establish priorities, rules, and responsibility among actors, stimulate cooperation and coordination, and support management and monitoring process. We have two slides that, and in the end of this first part, that are linked to, that are dedicated to an initiatives, two initiatives that are linked to the sustainability in tourism and environmental dimension into this. I suggest to see and consider the Next Tour project. This is a network of European region for a sustainable and competitive tourism. This network aims to increase European competitiveness as a tourist destination while respecting and promoting all its historical, cultural, and environmental social wealth. In this project, they try to implement applied research in the field of sustainable tourism, share and promote all forms of coordination of projects already underway, encourage the exchange of information and the transfer of information, implement joint activities, and use European funds appropriately. And we consider also the Global Sustainable Tourism Council. It's an organization established by United Nations Environment Program and UNWTO, the United Nations World Tourism Organization, to promote sustainability and social responsibility in the world of tourism. In this way, we can distinguish the Global Sustainable Tourism Council criteria for the destination and the Global Sustainable Tourism criteria for the hotel and tour operators. And this is more important because it's very different, the dimension of territorial area in which we have many players, public and private, that could be collaborate to guarantee the development of the destination between the hotel and the tour operator dimension, in which we consider each firms and the specific firm like hotel or tour operators that are different way to manage itself. In this Global Sustainable Tourism Council, we are emphasized the effective sustainability planning, the maximization of social economical benefits for the local community, but also at the same time the minimization of the negative impact, enhancement of cultural heritage, at the same time the maximizing also the benefits and minimizing the negative impacts of the enhancement of cultural heritage, and also the reduction of the negative impacts of the environmental heritage, and also the maximization of the positive impact.